Well, we offer the recruitment industry a very unique service, is where we deliver trainee recruiters via our academy who are all ex-armed forces personnel. Well, having served in the forces myself and having worked in recruitment for several years, I've employed several ex-forces people into the industry. So I've got experience firsthand in terms of what they can deliver and what they can do. However, the challenge has always been getting more ex-forces people into the industry. This is because that when they come to leave, they tend to go down the route of maritime security, oil and gas, management consultancy. They don't really have a full awareness and appreciation of what recruitment is. So we set up Rampart Blue to identify the best talent who do have the right attitude and aptitude to possibly make a good career in recruitment. And then we tell them a bit more about recruitment. We take them through a process so they've got a full understanding of what recruitment is. And the ones who do show promise, we then take them through a process which starts with an aptitude test. This then leads on to a recruitment academy. It is our goal to introduce ex-forces personnel into the industry who have been pre-inducted. They know exactly what to expect, and more importantly, they have the transferable skills which are essential in recruitment. The biggest challenge that recruitment companies have, and it's probably a bigger challenge than them actually looking for staff for their own clients, is to find talented individuals that will add value to their business. Now, traditionally, recruitment companies, when looking for new talent, they tend to go down the route of either hiring experienced people, which in itself has its own pitfalls, or they'll go down the route of hiring graduates or people with sales experience. Now, graduates, for example, or people from sales experience, they may have 2 to 3 interviews, but they don't really appreciate what recruitment is about until they start the role. They don't appreciate how challenging recruitment can be. And on top of this, they don't then have the life skills to kind of fall back on. So if you can imagine now that the average attrition rate in recruitment is around 40%. Now, if a company hires 10 people, and 4 people leave within 12 months. This is a heavy burden financially to a recruitment company. If you factor in wages, factor in training, any recruitment fees they paid. So yes, you know, finding the right talent for a recruitment company, that is definitely the biggest challenge. Well, people who come out of the armed forces or who have served in the armed forces, what they bring with them are transferable skills which are essential to recruitment. Now, these skills are ingrained in them from day one. Such skills as being very process driven, which is very essential in recruitment, good time management, good communication and listening skills, a very accelerated learning curve, determined, resilient, very disciplined with excellent time management skills. Well, recruitment isn't an obvious choice for people coming out of the armed forces. They tend to go down the route of working in oil and gas or management consultancy or maritime security, for example. So we go and introduce recruitment as an industry to the Navy, Army and Air Force bases. And the people who then show interest, they are then invited to come to an open day. Now, we hold the open days across the country where they will do an initial aptitude test. The aptitude test is to find out their natural ability in terms of objection handling, networking, negotiation. The ones who pass that then, they are then invited onto the academy. Now, by this stage, it's usually around 20% from the initial inquiry. So by the time they get onto the academy, we're fairly confident that they've got a good chance of succeeding in recruitment. Well, we take all the trainees through the full process, even though the majority will be working in a resourcing role initially. But what we wanted to do was to give them a full appreciation of a role as a recruiter. So we take them through the whole 360 process. So on the candidate side of things is that we show them how to identify candidates, how to approach candidates, how to manage candidate expectations. On the client side of things, how they go about identifying their marketplace, how they approach these companies, how they then prepare scripts to contact these companies, objection handling. So we cover the whole process from start to finish. On top of this as well, what we do is we take them through the legislation side of things, structure, procedures, terminology. So by the time they complete the academy and by the time they're invited for interview, they've got a pretty good idea of how it all comes together. We're working with people from the armed forces from all three services. We're working with commissioned officers, so British Army officers, to non-commissioned officers, so sergeants in the Air Force. We're working with people from a technical background, from a non-technical background. What we're looking for really is, it's not about skills and experience, it's about applying the right attitude and aptitude and demonstrating the desire to succeed in recruitment. Well, firstly, we deliver trainees into the industry from the armed forces who demonstrate and have all the transferable skills which are essential to recruitment. Secondly, we are delivering trainee recruiters who are pre-inducted into the industry via our training. And thirdly, we are delivering candidates who are committed. They've shown their commitments by completing a 2 to 3 month process. Another major reason that companies should work with us is our impressive retention rate of 90%. Now, the reason the retention rate is so high is because all the trainees that we introduce to you know exactly what to expect when they start their role, and more importantly, they've had the training to know how to overcome any challenges. The training allows them to develop professionally a lot quicker than other new entrants into the industry. This is then leading to more responsibility, quicker promotion, and this is the reason that the retention rate is so high. Now, companies who do have a fairly high attrition rate, even if the attrition rate is around 40%, it's a heavy cost to a recruitment company when new trainees start and leave within 12 months. If you look at training costs, if you look at wages, recruitment fees, not to mention the disruption it causes when new trainees come and leave as well. So yes, you know, companies definitely work with us for all those reasons. Yeah, most of our recruitment partners do in one way or another, in terms of they'll have their own academy for graduate people or for people from a sales background. But we're very unique is that we only work with ex-armed force personnel. So therefore, we are delivering talent into the industry that would normally be overlooked. We give them the training that gives them a really good insight into the industry and the basic recruitment skills to accelerate their professional development. And this is designed to work alongside any additional training that they will receive from their employers. Well, the initial challenge we had with customers really was to introduce such a unique concept. Traditionally, companies go down the route of hiring either graduates or people with sales experience. So when we first approached them with a concept where we were going to introduce ex-forces people, coupled with the training, at first companies weren't quite sure, but we were quite fortunate. A few companies gave us the opportunity, and we've gone from strength to strength. We've got to understand our clients a lot better in terms of exactly what they're looking for, and this has helped us as well with our conversion rate in selecting the right talent as they come out of the forces as well. Please get in touch. We appreciate that every recruitment company, just like our candidates, are different. So we would welcome the opportunity to meet up with you and get to know more about your company and the profile of candidate that is perfect for you.